In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase, asleep at the wheel. When you are asleep at the wheel, it means you're not doing your job. It comes from the idea that when you're driving a vehicle, you should not fall asleep while you're holding on to the steering wheel. But we use it to describe anyone who is not doing their job. We say that they are asleep at the wheel. We actually use this a lot to talk about people who are in charge of something. Maybe someone at your work is in charge of a project and they're not doing their job. We would say that they are asleep at the wheel. Certainly, it's not something that you want to do. You want to be alert. You want to be doing your job at all times. You don't want to be asleep at the wheel. The other phrase I wanted to teach you today is the phrase sound asleep. I'm not sure if you knew we had this word in English, asleep. When you sleep, it means you close your eyes and you go to sleep. But then we would say that you are asleep. Last night I was asleep all night. It was a great night. When someone is sound asleep, it means that they are in a very, very deep sleep. Sometimes when we go driving, our children, our younger children, will fall asleep if we go on a long trip. And when we get to the place where we are going, they will be sound asleep. We'll say their names and that won't even wake them up. So when you are sound asleep, it means that you are in a very, very deep sleep, usually a very restful sleep as well. Let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Maro, and Maro says, "Hi Teacher Bob, you were lucky to find a pair of boots 50% off, and we were lucky to find a good teacher like you, so we are all happy." And my response was, and I'm 100% off. There is no charge for my lessons. So thank you, Maro, for that comment. I don't want to talk too much about the fact that I make these lessons for you at no charge, because I do really like doing it. And I do get a little bit of money from the advertisements at the beginning of the video. So in the end, this is a win-win situation. I like making English lessons. I like putting them on YouTube. You like watching them. You get some benefit from this, and I get a little bit of money from the advertising. So it all works out in the end, and I am happy and you are happy. So that makes everybody happy, I guess. So anyways, again, Maro, thank you so much for that. Today is my first day back at work, although I'm not actually back at work. I'm going to be teaching from home until January 25th. So in Ontario, Canada, they decided to close the schools. So we just finished our Christmas break, and today is the very first day where I will be teaching online for the whole day for the next couple of weeks. I really hope that we go back to in-person learning in the future. I hope that on January 25th we can all meet again in person, because I don't mind teaching online, but it's not really the same thing. It's not the same experience for me or for the students. Plus, we teach in a semester system, so the semester actually ends in 3 weeks. So in order to do exams and final tests, it would be nice to meet in person. Although I think my students would prefer just to not have exams at all. Anyways, Bob the Canadian here. Thanks again for watching this little English lesson. I'll see you tomorrow with another one.